Good morning to all my dear students of class 9th. Today we will start our exercise 1.5 of chapter 1 number system. So here we have question number 1. Classify as rational or irrational. We have given 5 parts and among them we have to tell that whether they are rational or irrational. So our first part is 2 minus under root 5. As you know, under root 5 is an irrational number. Now, when an irrational number is subtracted from a rational number, it will give us an irrational number. Therefore, 2 minus under root 5 is an irrational number. Next, we have 3 plus under root 3 in one bracket and then minus under root 3. As you know, when we solve this bracket, we will cancel plus root 3 by minus root 3 and we have 3 only. And you know 3 is itself is a rational number. Now next we have 2 under root 7 upon 7 under root 7. Root 7 will cancel by root 7 here. So we have now 2 upon 7 and 2 upon 7 is a rational number. Now next we have 1 upon root 2. Root 2 is an irrational number. And when an irrational number is divided from a rational number, we get again an irrational number. So 1 upon root 2 is an irrational number. Next we have 2 pi. As you know, the value of pi is endless, 3.14 dot dot dot. So the pi is an irrational number. Therefore, when 2 is multiplied by an irrational number, it will again an irrational number. Therefore, 2 pi itself is a irrational number. Now we are going to do question number 2. Now here we have question number 2 and the first part is 3 plus root 3 in one bracket and then 2 plus root 2 in the other. So we have done such type of question in our class 8. So here first I am going to multiply 3 by 2 plus root 2 and then plus root 3 by 2 plus root 2. Okay, so I can write it as 3 in bracket 2 plus root 2 and then plus root 3 and then bracket 2 plus root 2. Okay, students क्या किया पहले मैंने इसको 3 को 2 plus root 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया and then इस root 3 को 2 plus root 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया. Now in this case again I have to multiply 3 by 2 first and then 3 by root 2. So when you multiply 3 by 2 you will get 6. And when you multiply 3 by root 2, you will get 3 root 2. Now, here again, when you multiply root 3 by 2, you will get 2 root 3. And when you multiply root 3 by root 2, you will get root 6. Now, as you can see, nothing is coming common in between any of the terms. So, we will just leave our answer over here. Now, moving to the part number 2, 3 plus root 3 and 3 minus root 3. Students, here you can see that we can apply an identity here and that identity is a plus b, a minus b, isn't a plus b and a minus b, which will be equal to a square minus b square. And on comparing the identity with your question, you can get a is equal to 3 and b is equal to root 3. So we have to find the value of a square minus b square. So when you find the a square, you will get a is 3, so 3 square minus b square. b is root 3, so root 3 square. 3 square is 9 minus root 3 square. Root 3 into root 3 will give us 3 and 9 minus 3 will give us 6. So answer of this part will be 6. In this way, you have to do all the remaining part of this question. Whether you have to apply the identity or you can simply do it in this way. Okay. Now, we will now move to our question number 3. Next, question number 4 is represent under root 9.3 on the number line. So, students, you have already learned that how can we represent under root 2, under root 3 and under root 5 on the number line. And now we are going to learn that how we can represent a decimal number under the root on the number line. So for that you need to first construct a number line. And on the number line you have to measure 9.3 centimeter using the ruler. Suppose this one is our starting point A and we have measured up to 9.3 centimeter and mark a cut of 9.3 centimeter. The line AB is of 9.3 centimeter over here. Then from B we have to mark a line, an arc of 1 centimeter again. Suppose we have this one BC of 1 centimeter. जब भी आपको इस तरह क्वेश्चन आएंगे तो हमेशा आप जो गिवन होगा उसको आप पहले मार्क करेंगे अपना, और उसके बाद आपको नेक्स्ट आपको 1 सेंटीमीटर के आगे मूव करते हुए BC ड्रॉ करनी है. नाउ आफ्टर दैट हमें जो पॉइंट है इसमें नंबर लाइन में 3 पॉइंट्स मिले हैं A, B एंड C एंड वी हैव टू मेक अ मिड पॉइंट ऑफ AC. हमें AC का मिड पॉइंट चाहिए और मिड पॉइंट आपको पता है कि हम कैसे ले सकते हैं, बाय ड्रॉइंग द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ अ लाइन. सो वी हैव टू ड्रॉ अ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ AC. और आपने पहले क्लास में सीखा है कि किस तरीके से हम एक लाइन का परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ करते हैं. सो AC का परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ड्रॉ करने के लिए आप मोर देन हाफ इसका लेंगे यूजिंग कंपास एंड मोर देन हाफ लेने के बाद आप एक कट लगाएंगे इसके ऊपर की तरफ और एक कट लगाएंगे नीचे की तरफ यूजिंग कंपास. ओके, मोर देन हाफ लेंगे, एक कट ऊपर और एक कट नीचे. सिमिलरली फ्रॉम पॉइंट C आप अगेन एक कट ऊपर एंड एक कट नीचे. सो इन दिस वे जब आप ये लाइन जो दो आर्क्स हैं इनको ज्वाइन करेंगे आपको क्या मिल जाएगा, इस लाइन का परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. So suppose we have the perpendicular bisector of AC that cuts our number line at D. So D here is the midpoint of AC. Now taking AD as radius, we have to draw a semicircle on our number line. आप यहाँ सेंटर पे D पे आप अपना कंपास को रखेंगे एंड DA तक आप उसको मेजर करने के बाद एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ करनी है, लाइक इस तरीके से. ओके, आपको एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ करना है फ्रॉम मेजरिंग AD एज रेडियस. सो कुछ को इस तरीके से आ जाएगा बेटा. ओके, सो AC हमने एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ कर दिया है AC. अब हमें क्या करना है, हमें B से एक परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ करना है दैट कट्स अवर सेमी सर्कल एट अ स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट. सो B से जब आप परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ करेंगे सो वी हैव टू जस्ट मेक एन एंगल ऑफ 90 डिग्री यूजिंग D only. तो आप D का यूज करके एक एंगल बना देंगे 90 डिग्री का. सपोज ये एंगल इस सेमी सर्कल को कट कर रहा है एट E, पॉइंट E पे. सो वी हैव हियर अ लाइन BE. अब आप क्या करेंगे, इस BE को मेजर करेंगे अपने कंपास से और फिर से एक कट इस तरीके से एक आर्क बनाते हुए प्लेस करेंगे जो कि हमारी नंबर लाइन को क्या करेगी, कट करेगी. सो यहाँ से हम लोगों ने BE मेजर किया एंड ये आर्क हम लोग की इस तरीके से बन गई जिसने कि हमारे सेमी सर्कल को कट किया है एट F. सो द डिस्टेंस यू कैन सी BF here is equal to under root 9.3. सो इस तरीके से आप किसी डेसिमल नंबर को अंडर द रूट ऑन अ नंबर लाइन रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. Now here we have question number 5. Rationalize the denominator. In the part 1 you can see we have 1 upon under root 7. Student, rationalize का मीनिंग होता है कि हम लोग को डिनोमिनेटर में से जो अंडर रूट का साइन है ये किसी तरीके से हटाना है. सो 1 अपॉन रूट 7 को हमें इस तरीके से बनाना है कि इसमें जो डिनोमिनेटर है इसमें अंडर रूट का साइन ना रहे. तो क्या करते हैं हम रेशनलाइज करने के लिए बेटा, लाइक अगर मैं लिखूंगी यहाँ पे ऑन रैशनलाइजिंग. सो रैशनलाइजिंग करने का मतलब होता है 1 अपॉन रूट 7. ये हमारा क्वेश्चन था. इसमें हम क्या करेंगे, जो डिनोमिनेटर है उसी से ही मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे एंड उसी से ही डिवाइड कर देंगे. वी आर हियर मल्टीप्लाइंग एंड डिवाइडिंग द डिनोमिनेटर फ्रॉम अवर फ्रैक्शन. ओके, डिनोमिनेटर को हम लोग अपने फ्रैक्शन में से मल्टीप्लाई भी कर रहे हैं, डिवाइड भी कर रहे हैं. एंड यू नो जब हम किसी नंबर को सेम नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड करते हैं तो वो नंबर की वैल्यू में चेंज नहीं आता है, बिकॉज ये दोनों आपस में दूसरे को कैंसिल कर देंगे एंड देयर इज नो चेंज इन द वैल्यू ऑफ 1 अपॉन अंडर रूट 7. सो रैशनलाइज करने का मतलब ये होता है बेसिकली कि हम डिनोमिनेटर को ही मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड दोनों कर देते हैं. Okay, now in the numerator, as you can see, 1 multiplied by under root 7 will give you under root 7, and root 7 when multiplied by root 7, it will give you root 7 square, and root 7 square is 7, or I can say under root 7 when multiplied by under root 7, it will give us 7. So on rationalizing 1 upon root 7, we get under root 7 upon 7, and here you can see in the answer there is no root in the denominator. Now move to the question number 5, second part. We have 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Here you can see that we have root in the denominator and we have to क्या करना है, हम लोग को इसे हटाना है. तो किस तरीके से हम इसे रिमूव करेंगे बेटा, कि हम लोग ऑन रैशनलाइजिंग लिखेंगे एंड रैशनलाइज करने पे जब हमारे डिनोमिनेटर में कोई साइन प्रेजेंट होता है प्लस या माइनस में, तो रैशनलाइज करने पे वो साइन क्या हो जाता है, ऑल्टर कर जाता है. ऑल्टर मीन चेंज हो जाता है वो. ठीक है. सो हियर वी हैव अंडर रूट 7 माइनस अंडर रूट 6. तो जब हम रैशनलाइज करेंगे तो हम लोग को इसे रैशनलाइज करना पड़ेगा अंडर रूट 7 प्लस अंडर रूट 6, क्योंकि यहाँ माइनस था तो रैशनलाइज करने में हम उसे प्लस में चेंज कर देंगे. एंड सेम जिससे हमने मल्टीप्लाई किया है उसी से ही हम लोग को डिवाइड भी करना होता है. तो अंडर रूट 7 प्लस अंडर रूट 6. ध्यान रखेंगे यहाँ अगर माइनस है तो मैंने यहाँ रैशनलाइज करते हुए प्लस से किया है मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड, और अगर यहाँ प्लस होता तो मैं यहाँ रैशनलाइज करते हुए माइनस से करती. ओके. नाउ सेम in the numerator we will have 1 multiplied by under root 7 plus under root 6. It will give us under root 7 plus under root 6. And in the denominator you can see we having a identity a minus b, a plus b, and you know that a minus b, a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So here a is under root 7, so root 7 square minus root 6 square. A minus b, a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now you can write it as root 7 plus root 6 upon root 7 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है बेटा, 7, and root 6 का स्क्वायर होगा 6. So there is no change in numerator, root 7 plus root 6, but you know 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. So on rationalizing 1 upon under root 7 minus under root 6, we get under root 7 plus under root 6. So in this way you can do the remaining part of this question number 5 on your own. Now before moving to the exercise 1.6, we have to here recall our laws of exponents that we have studied in our class 8. Now the first law is a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. Here you can see the bases are same but the exponents are different. So in that case the exponent gets added up. Now in the second case a to the power m upon a to the power n, here also the bases are same but the power are different, so we just subtract that. It is a case of division and it is a case of multiplication. Now next 1 upon a to the power m will be equal to a to the power minus m, because when we move our denominator into the numerator the power get altered. Here the power is in positive, when we take it in the numerator it will become negative, and if it is in negative then it will change into the positive one. Okay, next is a to the power m to the whole power n. Here in this case we have to multiply the powers, a to the power m into n. Now fifth law is a to the power 0 is equal to 1. Any base that have a power of 0 will be equal to 1. And the last one is a to the power m upon b to the power m is equal to a upon b to the whole power m. Here you can see the bases are different but the power are same, so we get a upon b to the whole power m. Now we will move to our exercise 1.6. Now here we have question number 1 of exercise 1.6. Find 64 to the power of 1 upon 2. So students, to solve such type of question whose power are in fraction form, so we have to make our 64 in the power of denominator. Like first one, we have to find the prime factorization of 64. You know 2 3 ja 6, 2 2 ja 4, 2 1 ja 2, 2 6 ja 12, 2 8 times 16, 2 4 times 8, 2 2 times 4, 2 1 times 2. So as you can see that 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Give us 64. So I can write it as 64 as 2 to the power 6. Isn't? I can write 64 as 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 to the power 6. Okay. And already which is in power is 1 upon 2. And now you know when a to the power m to the whole power n, it can be written as a to the power m into n. And you know 2 3 times is 6. So 2 to the power 3 will be your answer. Now next one is 2 to the power 3 is 8. So here 8 will be your answer. Now come to the second part, 32. So 32 I can write 32 as 2 to the power 5. स्टूडेंट्स आपको सिर्फ इस नंबर का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करना है और आपको डायरेक्टली वो मिल जाएगा कि 32 कितने, लाइक अगर यहाँ से देखें हम 32 ये है तो कितनी बार मारेगा 32, 1 2 3 4 5. सो 5 times 2. ओके, 2 to the power 5 will be 32 and its whole power will be 1 upon 5. And 2 to the power 5 into 1 upon 5. 5 will cancel 5. So our answer will be 2. So you have to try the third part of this question on your own. Now I am moving to question number 2. So in question number 2, we have first part as the first part is 9 to the power 3 by 2. So we have to make our number in the power of the denominator. So you know 9 can be written as 3 to the power 2 because 3 into 3 will give you 9. So 3 to the power 2 is 9. 2 whole power is 3 upon 2. Okay, now you know 3 to the power 2 into 3 upon 2. 2 will cancel 2. So here we have 3 to the power 3, which will be 3 into 3 into 3. 27 is your answer. Move on to the, I'm doing the second part for you, which is 32 to the power of 2 upon 5. Okay. Now again 32 can be written as 2 to the power 5. You just have to find the prime factorization of this number. And 2 upon 5 is here. Now it can be written as 2 to the power 5 into 2 upon 5. 5 will cancel 5, 2 to the power 2. That means 4 is your answer. So in this way you can do all the remaining parts of question number 2 and question number 1 as well. Okay, now we are moving to question number 3. Now here we have question number 3. Question number 3, first part is 2 to the power 2 upon 3 dot 2 to the power 1 upon 5. Dot here representing the multiplication sign. So to solve this question we have to use our laws of exponent. As you can see in the first part we have the same base, that is 2, but the powers are different, the exponents are different. So in that case we just have to add our exponents. So base will remain 2 and we are going to add our exponents, that is 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 5. Now 2 will remain in the base again. Now we have to solve our exponents. The LCM of 3 and 5 will be 15. Now 5 times is 15 and 5 when multiplied by 2 it will give us 10. And 5 is 3 times 15. 3 when multiplied by 1 it will give us 3. Now 10 plus 3 will give us 13 upon 15. So this will be our answer. I'm not doing the second part, you have to do it on your own. Now I'm doing third part for you. The third part is 11 to the power 1 upon 2 upon 11 to the power 1 upon 4. You can see that this one is the case of a to the power m upon a to the power n. So what can be done? In that case, if the bases are same and this one is in division, so the power are going to subtract. So 11 to the power of 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4. It is a to the power m upon a to the power n. So we have written it as a to the power m minus n. Now again we have to do the LCM. 2 and 4 LCM will be 4. 2 times 4 and 2 is multiplied by 1 will give us 2 again. 4 is 1 times 4, and 1 multiplied by 1 will give us 1 again. 11 to the power 2 minus 1 will give us 1 upon 4. So here we have our answer. In this way you have to try all the remaining parts of this question. And now we have completed our exercise 1.6. You are going to do all the remaining parts on your homework. And till then, take care. Thank you so much.